What's good, fam? It's Mr. Kelly with Good to the Hood, talking about anything and everything that impacts the culture. And today, I'm going to talk about something that is historic in the NFL that just occurred in this past week, and that is a new black team president for the Washington Redskins. Okay, I do the air quotes for Redskins because Redskins is no longer going to be the team name. I think in July it was officially announced that they were going to do away with that, and that's always been a controversial name for the team for many, many years. Even when I was growing up, a lot of people didn't like that name. So I remember hearing about that. Well, it's official now. That name is now done. So now all the outlets are calling it just the Washington football team. So their logo is also different. And this is one of the things that the new black team president, Jason Wright, is going to have to deal with. Now, not only is he the first black team president, he is also the youngest. This brother's only 38 years old. He used to be a player for the Cardinals. Yeah, for the Cardinals. So he already has to tackle that. That's new on his plate. I'll be interested to see what will the new team name be. There's a lot of changes in Virginia and that whole DMV area that are going on. So Washington, new name. We'll see what that's going to be. New logo. We'll see what that's going to be. And I don't even know how they're going to go about that. I don't know if that's going to be like a vote or if the team, the fans, if the team president, like I don't know how that's going to be. So it'll be interesting. In the past, I think when I've heard these types of things, that the team then turns into a new expansion team. So I don't know if that's going to happen because sometime in the near future, not this year, but in the near future, Washington's going to get a whole new stadium. And so I don't even know where that's going to be located. So a lot of big things going on over there. Football season starts in September. So I'm stoked for that. Many of you know that is the only professional sport that I follow closely. I mean, basketball a little bit, baseball, honestly, not at all. I've been to some other professional games, but not so much. But for sure, football. And it'll be interesting to see how COVID's going to play all into this. As we know, the NBA, they're playing right now, and they're all in the bubble over there in Disneyland or Disney World or whatever. Football, we'll see how it happens. Roger Goodell says there's going to be a season. There's not going to be any preseason. Instead of the roster going down to 53 players, it's going to be 80. So we'll see how that works. But Washington's going to have to do a whole rebrand, and it'll be interesting to see how that's going to happen. I saw a little bit of tape of the players kind of playing, practicing, and that kind of thing. And it's the same team colors, that burgundy and kind of deep goldenrod yellow. But there's no logo, no team name on anything. It's just like numbers on the helmet. And I just don't think that they're going to do that through this regular season. They might. I mean, Cleveland has always just rocked like orange helmets, like a high school team. So we'll see. So I'm glad to say that I actually saw a game, an NFL game last year. I think last year was the Cowboys versus the Redskins there at FedEx Stadium. So that was cool because that's apparently the last game under that name. So a little bit of football history there. So there's a lot going on there in Washington. They're going through a huge lawsuit. Like, I guess the culture of the organization, they got a whole lot of like sexual harassment, sexual assault type cases going on that they're going through also. Also, what they're going through is Ron Rivera, former coach of the Carolina Panthers, got let go from them. He's now the head coach of Washington. This dude got cancer. Like, he announced to the team just recently that he has cancer. So, not to sound morbid or crass about the situation, but what do you do in that situation? I mean, because he may have to, not that he's going to pass away, hopefully that won't be the case, but he might have to undergo treatment. What if it progresses? How is that going to impact the season? How are they going to move forward with the season on that? Are they prepping the assistant coaches for that role kind of thing? I mean, it'll be interesting because the season hasn't even started. So that's why that's a big deal. So, that's just kind of a little bit what's going on. That's just obviously just one team. And obviously I'm not, as a Cowboys fan, you cannot even remotely be a Washington Redskins fan, which I am not. But this is NFL, right? This is football. So it'll be interesting to see. I hope this brother is successful in rebuilding this team, managing this team, rebranding this team, and dealing with all that he has to from a professional level. I still hope his squad loses. I mean, come on, let's keep it a hundo. I'll never root for the other side, but I hope that the men that are in place, because these are men of color, and I applaud any brother that has earned and climbed his spot to where he needs to be. So, to recap, Washington, new name, new logo, potential new stadium, head coach got cancer, Jason Wright, youngest NFL president, so congrats to him, team president of any franchise ever. He's the first one, so that's already history in the making. He's also the youngest one, so that's already history in the making. Who was a former player. After that, he did some professional, whatever he did, I think for a company called McKinsey or something to that effect. But anyway, that's that on that. And of course, as we get closer and closer to the season, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these sports type episodes and so forth. So yeah, but for now, this is Mr. Kelly with Good to the Hood. And until next time, peace.